Hello guys, I'm Sabbatical and welcome to another reaction video. I was happy to see that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard dropped a new song today. It's up on Spotify and YouTube. It's called Gila Monster, but it's new enough to Spotify that the lyrics aren't up on the platform yet. So for this video, I'll be reacting to the music video that they released and getting lyrics up from Genius on the screen when something hits my ear. And just to add a little bit of context for this intro, a Gila monster is a venomous lizard that's native to the southwest of the US and the northwest of Mexico. And the upcoming album that or EP that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard are dropping is going to be called Petrodragonic Apocalypse. So I'm expecting a new concept album similar to Omnium Gatherum, where all sorts of kind of cool and interesting evil and all sorts of characters are kind of lurking around the corner. Although I could be totally wrong because King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard are always full of surprises. But anyway, I've talked enough, so let's get to the reaction. Alright, so to start, loving that really heavy intro riff. I wonder if this is maybe gonna go throughout the whole song. And with the music video, lovely scenes of some forest going from dark to light. I'm wondering if this is the kind of native lands that this Gila monster is going to inhabit and wreak havoc in.
I've had to skip part of the video for copyright reasons, but I assure you all that's been skipped is continuation of that first riff from the beginning.
Going from that first like intro riff and then doing the little drum roll and then going into that like dirty shred, oh my god, it like put a smile on my face. It just sounded so clean that like the little kind of really rapid shredding sounded almost like a kind of like Slayer-esque riff. It was really nice. Really like that. Damn, so Stu is out here looking like he's straight out of Star Wars or something. He's got a lovely white stallion beside him, ready to go on an adventure with it. And the vocals kick in, so hopefully the lyrics have something to them that is, well, I don't know, nice, at least interesting. Excited to hear it. Creature of magic, not a hole. He's in comedy, shaggy bound. Screams did I go and chill himself with every wicked he did. Alright, so let's start with the first part of this verse. So I don't know what anon means. I don't know if this is like a 4chan thing or it's just old ye olde speak for let's go or something. But we start with a giant monster roams. We got something that's moving. The next line says it's not of home, so it doesn't stop to rest anywhere, no shelter. He just keeps it moving, leaving the kind of nomadic lifestyle, probably a hunter-gatherer kind of thing. He gobbles hags whenever he finds it. Hag, kind of typically, well, referring to like a witch, so creature of magic. Then you have the witch, hag. Screams didst echo, a chilling sound. With every Wiccan he will devour. So he's gobbling hags, witches. He's gobbling Wiccans. Pagan kind of holistic vibes here. Magic. Lots of kind of magical imagery that this is kind of like some kind of magical otherworldly creature. This Gila monster. So yeah, based on this first start, I'm guessing it's just going to be a kind of song about what the Gila monster is. Maybe introduce its role in the album or something, I'm not sure.
Desires of power until one day upon his back, his broad wings a fearsome pack. With each meal he'll grows more a biblical beast of ancient lore.
Alright, so before I get to the lyrics again, just wanted to say, really liking that consistent guitar. It's heavy, it's rhythmic, it's upbeat, it's keeping me happy. But yeah, now to the lyrics, so here they are. So the Gila monster will grow in strength and size and power until one day upon his back he will sprout wings of fearsome pack. Nothing that much to say about it apart from it's going to sprout wings. I'm guessing it's going to transform into some kind of dragon. With each meal, Gila grows more a biblical beast of ancient lore. So he's got this kind of motivation to keep moving, keep finding new meals, because with everything he consumes, he becomes more unstoppable, a kind of force of ancient lore and biblical kind of power. And you've also got pack, more lore. Classic AB rhyming scheme. Can't go wrong.
With fire and deadly flames in eyes, the beast rise to the highest skies. So beware, ye witches there, lest ye be spied by dragon leg.
Alright, so the Gila monster's have got fire in its belly, flame in its eyes. So you've got fire below and above. The beast rises to the highest skies because it's got the wings. And it's a warning, beware, the witch is fair. I don't know if that's meant to be like a play, like a Shakespearean kind of reference, like the witch is fair, but also I think it means the witch is fear because the hags, the witches, have been gobbled up as I mentioned before, and lest thee be spied by dragon glare. So the dragon's got his eye on you. He's ready. He's looking for his next meal. So he keep growing stronger and stronger. Alright, so that's the end of the first verse. Ends on these two lines. So it'll show not mercy, it is said, but devour thee and leave thee for dead. So obviously it's a dragon. It's going to eat you. All scary. Yeah, end of the first verse. Hopefully some more good instrumentation. So without the context of the music video, I don't know if Genius calls it a refrain. I don't know if this part of the song makes much sense or adds much on its own. The music video makes it seem like it's some kind of like cult meeting or like a holistic meeting, and they're trying to summon this Gila monster to wreak havoc or something. Alright, so here we have the chorus. I'm the Gila, blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila, card dealer, fate sealer. I'm the Gila, blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila, Godzilla, gorilla. So, first line just makes it seem dangerous. Second line, kind of same, but it's got this kind of scheme where it's saying I'm the Gila, then it's saying blood spiller, so noun in a way. I'm the Gila, noun in a way, and then third line repeats the first line, and then it says I'm the Gila, Godzilla, gorilla. So in the end you have alliteration here, so G G G. Basic English being used. Nice simple chorus. I really like the switch up in the instrumentation. The guitars finally, for the first time in the song, I think, changed, and it sounded quite epic and grand. Like it.
I'm back, lemon walls, punch your wounds, gun them all. Rage a monster with sprawl. Backlash, battle cry, curveball, push the rules.
Okay, so here we have the second verse. I think things have finally started getting more interesting. So if you notice, you've from lines. Well, basically they've ditched the rhyming scheme completely, and they switched things up. So diamondback climbing walls. The Gila monster's given up on flying. It just wants to use its talons to scale up the walls. Puncture wounds, torn and mauled. So I'm guessing, even though it's got the diamond back, something's finally managed to get through that tough, scaly hide. And we've got a raging monster. Reasonably, the Gila monster's pretty upset. Witch brawl. So I'm guessing the witches are the ones that've done this. It's kind of just telling a story. Backlash, battle cry. Once again, alliteration. The dragons gotten some backlash for murdering and eating people all the time. It's released a battle cry, and then it's letting out a curveball. So you've got BBC, interesting alliteration. Moving on to the next letter. And what I'm guessing curveball means is it's throwing out a fireball, breathing out fire, a ball of fire, but it's not heading straight. It's a little bit, it's like a mirage. It's tricky. It's curving around. It's going to hit the witches, and they can't see it coming. And just to add, really like the change in the visual ambiance in the video. It's daylight, which has been the signal that everything seems to be going well for the dragon, switching to nighttime, which is where it's starting to get a backlash, it's taking some damage, things are starting to look not so good for the dragon. I think that's conveyed by the video. Looks really cool. There's this ominous ball that the character in the video seems to be plotting through, or something similar.
No sense of forgiveness. I'm the killer, the blood spiller, the witch killer. I'm the killer.
Alright, so pushed and probed to the edge. No sense of forgiveness, has been pushed to the edge. It's reasonably pretty mad about the brawl that the witches have been in, attacking the dragon, piercing and puncturing it. And then it goes to I'm the Gila, the blood spiller, the witch killer, I'm the Gila. It's going to do its job. It's going to spill some blood. It's going to kill the witches. Once again, repeating the motive presented in the chorus. I'm the Gila. It's telling you it's the Gila. It's going to mess you up. So once again, it's the refrain. I still don't feel it adds that much to the song, although I do really like the woo at the end of the refrain. It kind of makes it feel very happy and fun. It's telling you the song is just, it's taking the piss a little bit. It's not meant to be taken too seriously. Just have a good time and listen, you know? That guitar just sounds too damn perfect. For me, I think this is definitely one of the highlights of the song. Those little guitar breaks just scattered in parts of the song. Just the really fast, like shreddy, kind of like tappy guitar. It's wonderful. It's literally music to my ears. Alright, so here's the third verse, or the start of the third verse. Turncoat projectile, idiot reptile. Not sure about the first part, but idiot reptile. Maybe someone's calling the Gila monster like an idiot. Born in the whirlwind, so whirlwind's like whoosh. Kind of maybe learned how to fly once it was in some kind of danger and some kind of turbulent weather. Feral wonderkind, so feral, kind of like scary, so like a dog, a feral dog, you'd be quite scared of a feral dog because it's rabid, you don't know what it's going to do, it's unpredictable. Wonderkind, it's like unique, it's something that you don't see at all really. It might be summoned specially, it's one in a kind of, it's very unique, there's only one. Not sure about third line, but once was slave, master of you. it's either saying that whoever summoned it once was a slave, now it's a master of the Gila monster, or the Gila monster itself was once a slave when it was summoned, but once it broke out and started eating people, it kind of became the master of all these people because it can easily eat and inflame any of these people.
Hallucination, revenge is dinner, which is for dinner. I'm the healer, the Godzilla, the fake stiller, I'm the Gila!
Alright, so the end of this verse is nothing too crazy. First line, 2 individual words painting different pictures. So the Gila monster is an abomination. It's something that you, if you were having like an episode, you might be hallucinating. Like, it's that terrifying. Now, revenging sinner. So someone must have sinned. It's so maybe the things attacking it, the witches. So it's revenging the witches by having them for dinner, killing them. And then once again, I'm the Gila, Cardilla, Fate Sealer, I'm the Gila. It's telling you they're about to go back to the chorus. Time for some fun. So nothing different in this chorus than the last chorus in terms of instrumentation and vocals, but what I do like is the changing scenes in the video itself. So they go from Stu, which is the good force, the guy riding the horse on his way to defeat the Gila monster, and then on the other end of the spectrum you have the other vocalist taking the place of the Gila monster and saying, I'm the Gila, I'm the witch killer, face blah 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 blah. So here we have the first part of the bridge. First line, simple, growing immensely and vastly in size. It's growing rapidly. Summoned from the Wicca to their demise. So earlier in the song we knew that the Wiccans were the ones to summon the Gila monster, and now it's what's ruined them. Sprouting wings, demonic features. Demonic features links to the very next clause, horny for bloodlust. So the fact it's demonic, it's evil, it's aroused by bloodlust. And then it says the lord of pagan creatures. So of all the creatures that the pagans have summoned, this one is going to rule them all. It's the one that's the deadliest, the scariest, and is the most powerful. So here we have, blacker than space. I mean, the darkness of the night sky is pretty much the darkest thing we have, right? If there was no stars in the sky, we wouldn't be able to see anything, and no street lights would be totally senseless, wouldn't be able to see anything. Its eyes are distant suns, so if we're in the nighttime, essentially, this thing is so big and so huge now, it's been alive for so long, and it's been growing in size that at a distance, its eyes are pretty much the only thing you can see, and they're so bright that they're like distant suns. And it's devouring its disciples. It has no loyalty, like mischievous suns in the forest of my mind. So, space, darkness, being lost in a forest. There's a lot going on in the mind. So here, compared to me, a pulsar is a lighter flame. So a pulsar is a really fast rotating neutron star. And just like the Earth has poles, neutron stars have poles, pulsars have poles. And at these poles, they kind of shoot out a mishmash of like electromagnetic radiation. So if you imagine how, if you add all the colors we have together, you get white. If you do the same with every single type of electromagnetic radiation, optical light would be included, and so a pulsar is a lighter flame. So even compared to like every single time of electromagnetic radiation all combined into one, that's nothing compared to the Gila monster. And compared to mine, their Wicca is a mere child's game. Well, Wicca, religion, compared to my religion, your religion is absolutely nothing. My following is massive. All these followers I have, these loyalists, it's so much more compared to what your Wicca religion is. So that lovely guitar riff that we've had since the intro, that only hasn't played during the shreddy parts and during the chorus, that slowed down. We just have a kind of a new like steady a little drum beat going on. I think we're about to get something big happening. Nice. I called it. We had a nice little guitar solo there. Very King Gizzard Wizard and Lizard Wizard. I like it. Hopefully there's more of that.
I feel like they're made of light. Boots is void would be made right. I will find you in the halo zone.
So here we have some lines about light. So essentially, the Gila monster's eyes feel like they're made of light. They're so bright. Boots' void would be made bright. So Boots' void is essentially a big void in the sky where we typically don't see any galaxies or anything like that, any stars, any supermassive black holes, nothing like that. And that would be made bright, and it will also blind you in the hadal zone. So I don't know, like if you've ever gone diving or anything, or you just understand how light works. The deeper you go in the ocean, the less light you see, and at some point it pretty much becomes pitch black. The hadal zone, I'm guessing that's somewhere at the very bottom of the ocean, maybe somewhere around the Mariana Trench, something like that. It's so bright that the light is going to penetrate all the way to the seabed at the lowest part of the ocean. Yeah. So the next lines are Emperor of the Abyss Below, and then Annihilation of Planet Earth and the Beginning of Merciless Damnation. Kind of self-explanatory. Emperor of the Abyss Below is either to do with the Hadal Zone line or saying he's the Emperor of Hell. But part of the video, I like how choppy it is vocally, and it almost reminds me of like Rammstein or something. Pretty cool.
With a cold and a deafening, oh desperation, what a mind killer. All hail King Healer.
So the end of the story here is basically nothing good happens. There's a cloud of dread and it's all just despair. All that's left is to hail King Gila, because it's defeated everything. There's no greater battles to fight. All that's left is to hope he doesn't kill you, basically. Really enjoyed that song. I feel like King Gizzard can typically do a lot better instrumentally. I did, as I mentioned before, I really enjoyed the shreddy parts. The guitar riff that played throughout was nice and catchy, but pretty simplistic. And the chorus switch up on the intro riff, or the riff that plays throughout, was a nice enough change to keep me kind of interested in enjoying it. I think the main focus on the song was the lyrics and telling the story of a venomous lizard thing that basically turns into a dragon and becomes the supreme overlord that can't be defeated. Yeah, so I'm guessing that's pretty much going to be a little teaser of what the upcoming album's going to be like. The conceptual album. It's going to be very story-based, I guess. Yeah, looking forward to it. But yeah, it's been sabbatical. If you enjoyed the video, Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. If you have anything else you'd like to add on, your thoughts and feelings, or to let me know if you enjoyed, please comment down below. And I'll see you again next time. Bye!